Welcome, everyone, to episode 38 of our podcast. I wanted to always just start with a few announcements and exciting things that are happening in case you're interested. So first, continuing my tour, April 27th, I will be in Los Angeles for a deep seminar that is encompassing our soul's journey around reincarnation, astrology, and some of the more mystical topics around Kabbalah. My seminars in Los Angeles are always a little bit more intimate. We max out at 250 people because of the venue, and we'll have people flying in from all around the world. And so would love to have you for that. Then May 4th, I'll be in London for Manifesting Your Soul's Destiny, a full day event plus a dinner where we will be exploring how to tap into the power of our consciousness, rise above the doubts, the fears, the illusions in order to create miracles in our lives. And I have people flying in from all around the world, especially all around Europe and Asia. So sometimes I know it's challenging to make that flight, but I promise you it will be worth it. On the digital side, I have launched yourinfinitesoul.com, which is a very powerful, to the point, 3-hour digital course that I've created for you. Even if you have taken my prior courses around Kabbalah 1, 2, and 3, this will be incredibly informative and life-changing for you. People have been messaging me from all around the world saying that they are getting clear about their soul correction. I'm giving you more tools, more meditations, more mantras, and a deeper understanding and outline of how you can manifest your soul's purpose, especially around relationships and abundance. And I'm really excited. It's my final announcement. I've been working on digitizing my 6.5 hour live seminar on Limitless Abundance. This is probably what other people have shared and what I feel my most powerful content. It's where I'm combining deep Kabbalistic wisdom and 25 years of business coaching with my experience building a global wellness brand, which is Mary Ruth Organics, which I've been doing with Mary Ruth for the last 11 years. This is for anyone, whether you have a business or you don't. If you want to manifest your vessel for abundance, if you want to open up your mindset about how to attract the right people into your life, how to attract the right employees, how to attract even knowing what your soul's purpose is, and how to bring that out into the world practically to become financially abundant, because the Creator has earmarked for each one of us wealth that belongs to our soul only. And we will learn how to build a vessel for that. So that's a 6.5 hour digitized masterclass that I've done in a part 1 and a part 2. People often are paying $600 to $700 for this. I'm just going to make it extremely affordable. And by the time this podcast launches, either it is out or it will be out. And you can find all of that on davidghiyam.com. Let's get into the energy of this week. What are people feeling and what are people going through? There's a lot of instability. And there's always some form of instability in our lives, but especially right now, people are talking about political instability. People are talking about financial instability. I have my friends in the business world talking to me about tariffs and how there's a constant unknowing, a lack of confidence. It's hard to plan for the future. And you may be going through this right now in some part of your life. You may be thinking, gosh, I'm getting older and I want to freeze my eggs, or I want to have a child. This is something that I heard recently someone share with me. You could be thinking about a relationship. Is this relationship wasting your time? Should you be moving forward or not? Some people are considering about moving countries, moving states, moving cities, and trying to find what's right for them. So we all have questions. We all have questions. I go through this as well, just as you do, on a daily basis. And one thing we need to remember is there is no bad economy. There is no instability. There is no good or bad situation. All there is the quality of the vessel. Everything is dependent on our consciousness. It's our vessel, meaning the entire economy could be poor. Everything could be going against you. But if you decide at that moment to have certainty beyond your logic, beyond what your body is telling you, beyond what the news is telling you, beyond what your parents are telling you, beyond what your friends are telling you, you have certainty that everything is good, and you have a belief in yourself, and you know you are like the light of the Creator, you know you are a giving force, you know you are whole, you know that the entire world was created for you and just for you. That's how powerful you are. And in fact, without you, the world would cease to exist. That knowing shifts you to a destiny and creates the vessel by which the abundance, the love, the clarity will come. Nothing is contingent upon what's going on the outside. Everything you see is a shadow of what's going on inside of you. And so many times we feel bound, like we're in a prison to other people's thoughts or other people's scenarios or my city or my dynamic. Your dynamic is a complete illusion. And so we need to always remember our power, to always reconnect with what the Kabbalists and the sages have reminded us for thousands of years. And ultimately, this wisdom flowed into different religions, and this might have been lost throughout the years, but we are meant to be reminded of our power in this world, that at any given moment, you can choose the destiny you want. And so many of you have heard me talk about this in Your Infinite Soul, about how destiny works and how free will works. And I want to talk about it for a moment. When you were born, infinite destinies were created and pre-written for you. Very similar to if you go to a movie theater and there's 10 movies playing. Each of these movies are pre-written, pre-scripted, already filmed, acted out. Everything is already done. If you don't like a movie, you can't really change the actors or the dialogue or the narrative. What you can do is leave that movie and go to another movie. You can literally walk out of that room that's playing that movie and just walk into another movie that's playing, which is already predestined and pre-written. Life is the same thing. Right now, there are parallel realities happening with you in them. And imagine there's a version of a movie playing of your life that is better than the one you have now. And then there's another one where you have your soulmate. And there's another one where you have more financial clarity and abundance. There's another one where you have healing. Maybe somebody's facing an illness right now. Somebody's going through cancer or some form of disease that is really scary to them. And so they're looking for the best doctors. They're looking about nutrition. They're looking at supplements. They're looking at medications. The truth is, if you look for a doctor or you look for medication or you look for support or you go to ChatGPT or Google and you're Googling something and you're asking the AI, what do I need to do to heal? If you're doing that at the current destiny, you will never be shown the healing. You have to actually go to another destiny where your healing exists. Now, when you use ChatGPT or Google or a doctor on that higher destiny, let's say it's 50 destinies higher, 100 destinies higher, then the world is allowed to bring it to you. You could look for 100 doctors and you'll never find the right one at your old destiny. The destiny where the disease happened is not the destiny that the cure will exist. You have to shift 50, 100 levels higher where the cure exists. Well, how do I know where the cure exists? You keep elevating destinies until you find the one with the cure. Now, how do you elevate destinies? Only when you are faced with a challenging situation, pain, doubts, fear, and you choose at that moment to say, this is good. You say, pause. What a gift. You're pausing your normal reaction to run towards instant gratification, to take it personally, to be defensive, to just numb the pain. This is what a lot of people do. They escape to numb the pain. I feel pain, I go eat something. I feel pain, I go shopping. I feel pain, I lash out. I feel pain, I immediately start emailing, texting, calling people to get clarity because I don't want to feel the pain. But instead, you sit in the pain and you pause. You pause running after the medicine. And you lean into that pain and you say, this is good. And I have complete certainty this is exactly where I need to be. I have complete certainty this is exactly where the Creator put me. Now you're shifting to a vibration that is of a higher destiny. Your free will in life is only one thing. You don't have free will over who you marry. You don't have free will over what children you bring to this world, not direct free will. You don't have free will over what your purpose is or how you're going to make money. We think we're choosing to go out on a date with someone, or we think we're choosing who we're going to love. We don't choose that. All we choose is our consciousness in moments of pain. and lack. Once we choose the right consciousness, then we shift to a destiny where you might have a different relationship. We shift to a destiny where you might find a different doctor. You shift to a destiny where now you're making more money because your vessel for wealth is greater in that destiny. But you're not directly choosing the wealth. You're just directly choosing your consciousness. And so when that pain comes, even if it's the worst news, even if you found out your partner is cheating on you, even if you find out someone is stealing from you, even if you find out something that was promised to you is now being given to somebody else, all of this is from the Creator and was designed just for you to elevate. Your soul requested these people to come and hurt you, to slow you down, to detour you, because your soul knew the only way you could elevate to a higher destiny is to have lack. And your soul also knew that this person would be perfect to awaken that lack. I remember I was on a phone call with somebody this week, and they said something to me that triggered me, and I started to feel hurt. I felt not appreciated. I felt that all I was giving was being overlooked. And so my lack came up and my fear came up. And so I saw that what I wanted to do, what my negative side wanted to do, what my soul, tikkun, wanted to do, that correction I came to this world, is to control the situation by basically saying, well, if you're not going to appreciate me, and this was going on in my mind, if you're not going to appreciate me, I'm going to structure this in a way that's going to force you to realize my value. Meaning I'm going to step so far away that you're going to see what you're missing. Now, you see a lot of people out there, relationship gurus, you see this all over social media. Someone's not valuing you. You show them and you pull away and you make them feel bad for not appreciating you. They don't say none of those words, but it's like someone doesn't value you, then just walk away. Now, the problem with that advice is if you walk away from a reactive place, meaning from a place of, I want to take control. I want to show them. I want to prove myself to them. You are not shifting destinies, and you're actually going to repeat another scenario where people don't appreciate you and hurt you because you're not changing and transforming who you are at that moment. What I had to do on that call is put the phone down and realize this is a test. Well, how do I know it's a test? Because I feel bad. Every time you feel bad or you feel pain or you feel lack or you feel fear, it's a test. That is the rule. And I said, whatever I'm going to say now, it's only going to come from lack. Even if I try to be nice, it's going to be coming from lack. I had to take a pause. I basically paused. I said, give me 20 seconds. And I talked out loud to the Creator and I said, I know this is a test. Give me now the strength and the certainty to know that this is good and not speak from any place besides feeling whole. I took a couple of deep breaths and I basically said, I am whole, I am complete, I'm not missing anything, and this is now my time to be a true giver, not to make it about me. I got back on the phone and I asked myself, if I had everything in my life and it was perfect and I had all the love and I had all the validation and all the appreciation, I fully love myself and I'm the most successful human ever, and I said all these things, how would I act right now on this call? And I realized I would just be simple. I would just be giving. You don't take anything personally when you don't need to take anything. It's so powerful. You never take anything personally if you don't need to take anything because you already have it. And the only reason we take things personally is because we're trying to take. We're trying to take from the people. Who are you taking from? How you know you're taking from someone is you need them to feel good. You need their validation. You need their money. You need their influence. You need their invitation to something. Someone doesn't invite you somewhere, you take it personally. That means you were using them for your happiness. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a relationship, especially a romantic one, and someone disrespects you, it's your fault. But the fact that someone felt the desire to disrespect you was because your soul called that in to teach it something to elevate it. Your soul doesn't care about being disrespected. All your soul cares about is the opportunity to become one with the light again, the way it was in the endless world, as I share in Your Infinite Soul. Your soul was one with God, one with the light, one with the Creator, had complete fulfillment. And then it felt the desire to earn that. And so it disconnected from that light fully, and it cares only about one thing. What do I need to do in this physical world to become like the Creator again? And so the soul realized asking people to come and disrespect you, asking people to slow you down, asking people to not treat you right happens to be the best way for you at that moment to be triggered, to be tested, to see your lack, to see your insecurity, and take full responsibility. It's not about telling the world, well, if you don't love me and you don't appreciate me, I'm walking away. That's not helping you grow. It's about saying, wow, the reason you don't appreciate me is because I don't appreciate myself fully. And I'm going to take 20 minutes right now and remind myself how great I am. Now, from that point of view, and not even just that I'm great, that you are a channel of the light. The Creator is flowing through you. It's not even about you. We're just bodies. We're just vessels. But the Creator is flowing through us. And that's why you should be the king or the queen, because the Creator is inside of you. I've never seen someone who's dead, physically dead, like a corpse, rule a country. Because the corpse, the light has left them. And when the light leaves someone, they have no more power. So the reason you are powerful is not because of your body, because of your looks, or because of your skill set. It's because of the light that's in you. God is literally in you, and that's why you are alive. And so I need to respect you because God is in you. And when you die, your power dies too, because all that's left is a body that worms eat up. And when we visit people in their graves, we're not visiting their body, which has already been decomposed by the worms. We're honoring and connecting to their soul. And in future seminars, especially the one I'm going to do April 27th, which I will film, by the way, and it will eventually come out for people. The Kabbalists share meditations you can do when you go to someone's gravesite, and meditations you can focus on, and mantras you can say to bind your soul to their soul. And then they can come to you in dreams. They can come to you as guardian angels. They can come to you as a support system. Very powerful. I'll be talking more about that in my deeper content. So there is meditations around that as well. So much I want to share with you, but this is about the energy. This is the energy of this week. Do not let the outside determine your inside. You are so powerful. You are going to dictate how your destiny should be. And if you have challenges, there's nothing wrong with you. These challenges are indication that you are important. And that's why the negative forces are coming to you, because negative forces come to where there is light. Negative thoughts come to a person who has a lot of light, who has a lot of power. That's why you're attracting these scenarios. And now it is only helping you expand your vessel, shift to a higher destiny, and create the miracles that you were destined for.